These are all the books that I have managed to read in January this year. Also, can we get more creative and stop using the same knife and forest scenes? This gets a car guy, a motorcycle guy, just anything to... Red cover. Ah! Okay. Hello guys, and welcome back to my video. I'm super excited to be here with you with this new video that I've not done before. It's going to be a sit down one. However, I hope you're looking forward to some book recs, book feedback, and choosing my TBR. I am a little bit late with this video, to be honest. At the same time, we are only on the 6th of February today, so it's a kind of like yes and a no. However, before we discuss all of the books that I have read in January, which was quite a lot, to be honest, I surprised myself because January tends to be worldwidely known as a book slump month. Saying that, at the same time, last year January was really fruitful for me at the same time, so I don't know. But before we get into today's video and discuss all of the books, feel free to grab a drink, get cozy, and let's get into today's video. So I'm going to have a look at my January reads of 2026. So I post on my Instagram, on my story, a little kind of update. And these are all the books that I have managed to read in January this year. I think there was 15. One of them I did DNF, but I did DNF it at 70%, which I know I only had a little bit left, but hear me out. Life's too short, okay? And it's a very unpopular opinion as well, because this book is one of the books that everybody's raving about at the moment, especially in the spicy romance or just romance genre. I couldn't. So let me go on my Goodreads and rewind back what I actually read. I have only had 3 physicals, so this book, the top one, didn't actually make it to my January read wrap up because I have soft DNF'd it. And I will get back to it because the idea and the theme and the topic absolutely excites me, but we will talk about that. Oh, it looks like Goodreads updated. So the first book I read was The Devil in Disguise. I shall post the little picture of that because I read it on Kindle. This was recommended to me super randomly by one of my besties, my book besties. We were at the cinema actually watching The Housemaid, and she was reading that. She was just finishing it, and I was like, what are you reading? She was so excited about it. And whatever she told me basically made me watch it, made me read it. However, I don't think I was in the mood for that book. I did finish it only because this book was quite short. How many pages does it have? It doesn't say, but I think it was maybe about like 120 pages at most, so it wasn't super long. And it is The Devil in Disguise by L.O. Gold. So I will read my review on Goodreads because that was in the moment. Most of it is smut, which is fine, but it felt very rushed. It looks like my opinion is a very unpopular one after looking at the 5-star reviews for this book, but I honestly wasn't enjoying the ride. If I was in the mood for a quick spicy read, then yeah, full stars. I understand that it's just a novella, but I've read ones before that ticked all the boxes and were structured so well that you'd actually be left wanting more. Minimal plot, ending was like, what? And the repetitiveness is what started to get me on the wrong side of this book. We don't need to get told more than 2 times that she has pale skin that blushes on the same page. Think we got it the first time. A generous 3-star. I'm not interested in reading the second one, so that's where it'll end for me. Also, can we get more creative and stop using the same knife and forest scenes? This gets me so much. Oh my god, I have read so many books that have the knife scene, if you've read Haunting Adeline or Hunting, one of them. But we all know the forest chasing scene, right? Can we please stop? Can we just get more creative, do something different? Please. Anyway, let's stop the hate. So that one was a generous 3 stars. Then I read another novella, which was even shorter, I believe, 88 pages, and that was Evidence of the Affair by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Right here. I gave that 5 stars fully, and my review said that was phenomenal, a short story that completely took me through all the emotional stations on its wild train. The ending had me crying. That book, I was just like, 88 pages, and I absolutely did not expect none of these things at the end to come out. I was like, what? But I loved it so much. Then we went on to another Taylor Jenkins Reid book, which has been on my shelf for a long time. The only reason I actually finally read it is because of the Goodreads Winter Challenge, which I am doing. 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. That was amazing. I mean, I love her writing, but that was really sad. It was very sad. I gave that 5 stars. My review said, what a roller coaster, so I didn't really give away much, but I just found it really sad how she had to, and her true love had to hide their love for each other, and just the times they were in, and also the fame that they were in. There were so many limitations, and people, I think, don't realise when they wish for fame and being famous and whatever, how many things you actually have to watch out for and how many parts of yourself you have to hide. So I really felt for her, and the ending was sad too. So, but amazing book, amazing. Then I went on to the Improbable Meet Cute series. So this one was the Christina Lauren one here. The Exception to the Rule, 5 stars. I just love these little stories. Yeah, that one was the one where they're exchanging emails and then they find out who they are. No spoilers, but I did love it. Then I read The God of the Woods, which was a book I chose through another challenge, little bookmark, in the Goodreads Winter Challenge. And that was by Liz Moore, Kindle again. Here's a book. And I gave that 4 stars. And my review said the beginning was promising, but then it got really slow. The last 10%, I was getting excited again, and the ending was underwhelming. And I honestly don't have any more things to say about that book. Then we read another from the Amazon Meet Cute collection, which was by Abby Jimenez, Worst Wingman Ever, which I absolutely loved as well. I gave that 5 stars too. Then I read another book from the Goodreads Winter Challenge, and it was the bookmark, I think that was choices by like famous book clubs. And this one was The Heir Apparent by Rebecca Armitage. And here is the book. I read that on the Kindle again, and I gave that full 5 stars. and I said I had the best time reading this book. If you love the royal vibe and were raised on Princess Diaries, this is for you. I couldn't wait to pick up the book again and continue reading. I didn't want to finish the book. I just wanted to keep going. That book was great. It was great. The plots were plotting and the romance was romancing, and there was bits where you're like, oh my god, what are you doing? Just get back to where you came from. This was your life. And then the main female character has to kind of stop her happy life and go back to the royal life because certain things happened, and then she has to make a decision which life she wants to keep. Such a good book. I recommend it highly. Then I read another one that I chose through the Goodreads Winter Challenge. I am ticking these off, so a lot of them are from these challenges. Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine, which I have actually mentioned. I was reading it in my first vlog ever 2 videos ago. So if you want to know more of my thoughts in the process of reading that book, you can head over to that video. If you like a book that is slightly emotionally traumatizing, hurts your heart, makes your brain work and think and realize how different people have it in life and how differently everybody is treated by their parents, just the meaning of love, the meaning of life. If you like books like that, like a soft version of A Little Life, I recommend it. The next book that's coming up is the one that I DNF'd at 70%, and it is Game Changer by Rachel Reed. I just wasn't vibing with it. I'm really sorry. So first of all, I am a girly who loves a romance. Sometimes I do like a fluffy vanilla romance that's just like, oh my god, that was so cute. And we all love the cute sides, but I like the dark male female characters who do the cute little things for the female characters. And I don't mind 2 MMCs. I don't mind 2 FMCs. This just had all the tropes that I absolutely wanted to vomit. Excuse the visual there. I am sure I have given it a review to let everybody know. Oh my god, I only put DNF 70%, 3 stars. So 3 stars is generous, and her writing wasn't amazing. However, it wasn't super bad. What I didn't like were the tropes, like I said, and it was like love bombing, and also like they've only just met at this movie place, and now he's like wanting to pay for his uni. What? I am going to watch the show though, because I've heard that the show is a lot better, and I'm not what I was actually going at with the romance things that I do like. I do not like ice hockey romances. I'm just not an ice hockey girly. No, you can give me a car guy, a motorcycle guy, just anything to do with like automotive vibes, mechanics, basketball or fighting, and I'm a happy chappy. Okay, moving on. Next book I read was a book that we chose to read in our little personal book club. Tenderly I Am Devoured. Here or there, somewhere I will post there, by Lyndall Clipstone, and I have given it 3 stars. It started off promising, but after the first 20% it was a solid flat sale. I didn't personally see much gothic in there, but overall it was a cute theme and idea. I would give this author another go and see what's up. So I would definitely read another book of hers just to see whether I enjoy her writing and whether it was just this book that was a bit floppy. This book is advertised as a gothic romantasy vibe, and it really wasn't. There was obviously fantasy part of with the gods trying to tell you without any spoilers. There was a lot of things that were unanswered, and the ending was just a little bit, oh. Moving on, then I read the next novella in the Amazon Originals, The Improbable Meet Cute collection, which was Rosie and the Dreamboat by Sally Thorne, and so far that was my favourite one. I absolutely adored that little story. That was so cute. And she was stuck in that little bath thing. That was so cute. Just so cute. The whole thing. I was just like, I was hoovering whilst listening to it, and I was just like, oh my god, so cute. She's gonna open it. He's gonna see him. He better be cute. Ah. Anyway, next, Hex by Thomas Old Hoovelt. I hope I've said that right. And I actually have the physical of that. So this was gifted to me at 66 Books when I went with my girlies in December. We have decided to do a little Secret Santa swap whilst we were there, so we were picking a book for each other. Hex was great. It actually gave me goosebumps in some parts. That was the first horror in a long time that I've read. I've tried different horrors before, and I wasn't scared. I want to be scared when I read horror. I want to be disgusted if it's a gruesome one. A lot of them didn't do it. So Hex actually did do that to me. A lot of it was just like, oh, it made me shiver, because I was like, oh my god, what's gonna happen now? This lady, what is going on? But a lot of the parts also were like, oh my god. And then there were parts where you're like, oh my god. Yeah, that is a definition of my review without trying to spoil it for you. Moving on. Then I read a spicy, dark romance novella. 120 books. 120 books? What the hell? 120 pages. And that is Wanted by Lauren Beale. Wow. I gave it 4 stars. And that was another one that was recommended by Bestie Lisa, which was the same bestie who recommended me the first one, The Devil in Disguise. Wow. Wanted by Lauren Beale. Immediately downloaded another Lauren Beale book, which is a novel, not a novella, because I needed more of that woman's writing. I feel like a sneeze is coming. It's never just one. Okay, we're done at 2, I think. Yeah, I needed Lauren's writing. Like, I haven't read the book yet, but I just needed it, on the Kindle in my library, just so I know it's there waiting for me. I didn't want this novella to finish. I was absolutely hooked on the relationship between the MMC and the FMC, which was very coincidental. If you know, you know. And then, like, the damaging relationship they have, but also the strength of the love and the passion they have for each other that just cannot keep them away from each other. The understanding of how both of their hearts are super damaged. Then I read the Amazon collection for Valentine's. Not all of it. I went right to the end and I read Nevessa's novella first, as that is the spiciest one, and we love Nevessa Allen. Valentine's Sleigh here somewhere. And I think I gave it 4 or 5 stars. Yeah, I gave it 4 stars. I absolutely loved it. That was a really cool idea. I loved the setting. It was very different. How they met was very different. See what I mean? There was no knife or forest. Okay? Beautiful. I don't really want to read the other ones, but I will, just to give it a go and just to see. I just wanted to read Nevessa's novella. Don't be mad at me for it. I will read the other ones, okay? I will. Valentine's Day was the last one that I read in January. Okay, so what we're going to do, I have found a random TBR prompt wheel on this app. We're going to see, I've never used it before, what the aim is, basically for this TBR selection, we're going to choose 4 books because I've already read 2. I am reading 1 right now. Actually, I'm reading 2, I'm lying. We're going to choose 4 books in this video together with this wheel that I can pick off my physical shelf because I need to go through these. Let's spin the wheel. Red cover. Ah! Okay. I already know I'm gonna read. I already know. We're going to read The Witch and the Priest. Let's pick it up. It's because I wanted to read this since December. I got it for Christmas from my sister, which I also talked about in my last vlog. This is getting red, okay? What does that say? Dystopian. Okay, I got one. Okay, and I really want to read it. Red Rising. So that is for our dystopian choice. Strong selections. Let's choose the next one. Oh, that's a long one. Friends to Lovers. Okay. Okay. There's a lot in here, okay? Oh my god, why? Why? Okay, this is Friends to Lovers. Great, perfect. It's got a sticker on it. Ew, we don't like stickers. Okay, so for Friends to Lovers section, we have First Down by Grace Riley. Let's add that to our little stack. Now we have the last choice. A sad book. Okay, so for a sad book choice, which actually matches the yellow color as well, we have chosen another book by my sister. For the last selection of the TBR wheel, we have got The Saint of Lost Things by Tish Delaney, and that is the sad book selection. Here are the books we have chosen together. We have red cover, dystopian, Friends to Lovers, sad book. I am thanking you so much if you have stayed to the end of the video and watched it all. I hope you have enjoyed my January wrap up. A lot of yapping, a lot of rambling. Yeah. And I hope you enjoyed picking the 4 TBR books. I think we will keep using this wheel because I'm really enjoying it. And we will pick more books for March. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a comment. Let me know if you have read any of these books or any of the books that I've read in January. And I hope to see you soon. Bye.